Okay, so let's solve this. इसको solve करते हैं. Let's solve this question. Two toroids, 1 and 2, having total number of turns 200 and 100 respectively, with average radii 40 centimeter and 20 centimeter respectively. If they carry same current I, the ratio of magnetic fields along the two loops will be. Please solve it. जल्दी solve करो इसको. किसी का आंसर आ रहा है इधर. A 1:1. Okay. चलो देखते हैं, ठीक है ना. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला यू शुड ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड. क्या था फॉर्मूला, याद कर लो. यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला यही था ना. B at this point is given. B will be radial और diastematic will be radially. कैसे होगा. और B का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है, म्यू नॉट टर्म्स ऑफ Ni/2πr. ये फॉर्मूला होता है B. ठीक है, चलो सॉल्व करते हैं. दो लूप की बात हो रही है. टोरॉइड 1 and toroid 2 have total number of turns is 200 and 100. So here you have N1 is what? N1 is given as, let's say, 200, and here N2 is given as what? 100. With radii. So R1 is given to as what? 40 centimeter, and R2 is given as 20 centimeter. ठीक है यार. दे carry same current. यहाँ भी current आई है, यहाँ भी current आई है. Ratio of magnetic field. Oh my God, बहुत difficult था ये तो. Very difficult question. B1 by B2. म्यू नॉट कैंसिल हो जाएगा, 2 कैंसिल, I कैंसिल हो जाएगा. You will get N1 by R1 here, into you will get N2 by R2. will get like this. So N1 क्या दिया यहाँ पे, 200 दिया हुआ है. R2 क्या दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, R2 दिया हुआ है तुम्हारा 20 सेंटीमीटर. So 20 सेंटीमीटर. आई एम नॉट कन्वर्टिंग इनटू मीटर बिकॉज एनी इट विल गेट कैंसिल. R1 कितना दिया, 40 दिया हुआ है. एंड व्हाट इज N1? N1 इज योर 100 दिया हुआ है. ठीक है ना. देखो क्या आ रहा है, 0 0 कैंसिल हो गया सारा. ऊपर भी 4 आया, नीचे भी 4 आया. तो 1:1 इज द आंसर फॉर द क्वेश्चन. कितना आसान होता है यार. व्हाट डू यू वांट नाउ. प्लीज टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट फास्ट. ये एक्चुअली मैं एनसीईआरटी आपको रिवाइज कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है ना, मैं कोई हाई फाई काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ. इट्स अ वेरी बेसिक. अभी इसका सेकंड आपको थर्ड फेज दिखेगा इसका ट्रेनिंग का. आई एम गोइंग रियली फास्ट जस्ट टू कंप्लीट दिस. जो सेकंड फेज होगा वो आप देखो क्या होता है एक्चुअली. ये तो आसान चीज है यार. Okay, let's solve. It's a slightly better question. Easy, but a good question. Solve this question. It is a question based on solenoid. Please solve this question. An electron gun is placed inside a long solenoid, okay, of radius capital R on its axis. The solenoid has n turns per unit length and carries a current I. The electron gun shoots an electron along the radius of the solenoid with speed v. If the electron does not hit the surface of the solenoid, maximum possible value of v is. ट्राई करो, चलो मैं इसको हेल्प भी करता हूँ, बिकॉज दिस यू मे फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू विजुअलाइज। देखो बताता हूँ कैसे होता है, प्लीज हियर। सब अच्छे सुनने की कोशिश करना है, आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, प्लीज सी द सॉल्यूशन है, प्लीज हियर। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस will be like this। ये पढ़ा है ना आप लोगों ने, magnetic field lines will like this। This is how you will get the magnetic field lines inside solenoid। ठीक है, this is how you know it very well, right? You study this। If you have a solenoid like this, so in this case the magnetic field lines will be like this। यही vertical कर दिया, बाकी सब कुछ same है। ठीक है, done। Now here in the center you have an electron gun and it fires an electron along the radius of the solenoid। Means what? See, if you see from the top, ये आप यहाँ से देखोगे, मान लो if you see from top, आप यहाँ से देखो, टॉप से देखो, if you see from top what will happen, you will see that आपको क्या दिखेगा, एक complete circle दिखेगा। this is the basically this circle that you see, that you will see, and then you will see that you have magnetic field lines coming out of the plane, coming out of the plane, ऐसे आएगा। these are basically your magnetic field lines। this is how you will see the magnetic field lines are coming out of the plane towards you, right? And then you have fired an electron along the radius like this। Means what? You are throwing a charged particle perpendicular to magnetic field, na? It will form a circular motion, so maximums, and what is r? R is always mv by qb, r is mv by qb। So you can see that if you increase v, your r will also increase, but they're telling you should not touch the surface area। So what is the maximum v? So it should trace like this, it should just trace at the boundary like this। Means what? This r can take as what? Capital R, then v will become maximum for v max, what will happen? Your r will, you will take as capital R, so you let m into v max by what? Q into b। So what is v max? V max will come out to what? V max from here will be your r into q into b by m। What is q here? Q is just e। What is b? Mu naught times of ni, divided by m। This is what we will get the answer। Question is what? You want to make the screenshot? A very basic elementary question. The problem is if you are very focused, then only you can understand the language of the question। After that, see the question, क्या है इसमें? कुछ भी नहीं है, there's nothing in this question। Again I'll repeat। See, you know that if you pass a current through a solenoid like this, it'll give you magnetic field lines like this, na? The same thing you have now in this region middle, like they are firing, they are given with an electron gun, it will shoot what we call electron in this direction like this। So now if you see from top, what you'll find, that the electric fields and are coming towards your eyes, right? So you'll see dots like this, and then at the center you are firing an electron from center towards the radius like this, is the radius of the, this is the radius। So now what is the v max? So that it will just touch the, what is the v max? So that it should not touch, it should revolve around this one। What is v max? What is r? R is mv by qb। So if you increase v, r will also increase। What is the maximum value of r you can have here? Capital R, radius। So we'll get v max from this। What is v max formula? Cross multiply r qb by m। Q is what? E। What is b? Mu times of ni। Put the value, answer is there, question is over। If anyone is having doubt in this question, please ask her। You can see the questions are so elementary, It looks very weird if you see in the beginning, but if you start reacting slowly with more focus, and then try to integrate all the formulas into the questions, definitely it will become so easy। See how we are getting the answer। Okay, this is NEET 2020 अभी आया, अभी इस बार आया। Solve it। You will start laughing like anything else। Solve this question fast। कुछ भी नहीं इसको जल्दी solve कर सको। You all give the answer for this question। इसी का आंसर ही नहीं आ रहा है, इतना डिफिकल्ट है ये। ओके, जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन यार, ये तो सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है बस डेटा को, इसमें आंसर सबका आना चाहिए जल्दी जल्दी। व्हाट इज दिस क्वेश्चन? मैं आपको सही में बोर्ड ही करा रहा हूँ यार, क्या मजाक बना दिया आप लोगों ने। 2। ओके, बी, चलो ठीक है। So we got some answers till now, so we'll solve it. There's nothing in this question by the way, it's a straight application of the formula यार। Yes, चलो ठीक है, सबका दोबारा करेक्ट देखो। So it's a solenoid rate. What is given to you here? Length. L is given to you. Turns is given to you 100. Is your n capital total number of turns. Carries a current. I is given to you. I is given to you. Magnetic field at center. So what is the formula? B equals to what? B equals to mu naught times of Ni is the formula. So how will you get mu naught into, you will get capital N by L into I. You all know the formula of mu naught कितना था? 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7. ये होता है, ये इसको भूलना नहीं है. And what is N here? N is given to be 100. L you have to convert into meters. So 550 you have divided by 100. So 100 will come here. 100 into you will have here I. I is given as 2.5. 2.5 amperes. So we have to solve this now. चलो solve करते हैं इसको, देखो क्या होगा यहाँ से. 0 0 will get cancelled. So you will have one more 10 here. It is what? This will be 5. This will be your 2. This will be again 2. So you will get here what? 2 into 3.14 into 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the minus 4 you will get Tesla. 6.28 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Question is over. ये आंसर आता है, देखो ये अभी इस बार आया अभी. You won't even take the screenshot. Okay, a very easy question. Okay, straight away. That's what I'm telling you. Please revise this sheet, what I'm preparing for all of you. It will help you like anything. You will revise the entire topic. Each and every concept will get revised. And you'll get a very clear understanding like how it is asked in papers there. Okay, so this is how I have arranged the questions in this sheet. Yeah? Last 3 questions were based on solenoid and toroid here. So that you can easily understand the concepts of solenoid and toroid. Okay. Now these questions, what you see here, are based on the first application of Ampere's law. That is your due to an infinite straight current carrying wire. So from here, what I have done here, this is also in straight current carrying wire only, but solid straight current carrying wire. Okay. So you can see here, this question, this question, this question, this, and then this. All these questions are based on what? Straight current carrying wire. Okay. So let's solve this. This is a really classic question. We'll discuss this in detail. Don't worry for it. इसको अच्छे से करेंगे हम लोग. Before that, we'll solve the basic questions. चलो, let's start from there. You know the things, right? I'll just review the concept in case if you missed the concept. I'll just revise it for you. You know that if you have an infinite straight current carrying wire, it's an infinite straight current carrying wire. And then if I ask you to calculate the magnetic field at a distance of, let's say, r from it, the value of B is what? Mu naught times of I by 2 pi r. And then you just complete the, you draw the circle here, you draw a circle here. It is tangential. This is how you have, right? See, first, this is what you have. Solve this question. A very, very easy question. Okay, answer is 1 coming as 1. 0 भी आया है, बहुत सही. ओके, चलो सॉल्व करते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. लेट्स सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. अंजलि का भी 0 आ रहा है. बहुत लोगों का 0 है, बहुत लोगों का 2 भी है ऑप्शन. चलो लेट्स सी solution for this question now. So you have, let's say, an infinite current carrying wire. This is carrying a current I. So at some point, at a distance of d, they're asking what is the magnetic field. So obviously the magnetic field will be into the plane here. This will be into the plane. And what is the value of this? Let's say B1. What is the value of B1? You will let mu naught times of I by 2 pi d. Simple, right? Now for second wire, you have like this, and current is this way. Same D. What will happen? How you get reaction? By the way, DL cross R vector, and I discussed with all of you. DL vector this way, R vector this way. DL vector this way. This is x-axis, and this is your y-axis. So R vector. So I cross J will give what K. So it will be out. It will be out. The matrix will do this at this point will be out. And what is the value? B2 will be mu naught times of I by again 2 pi D. You can say they are equal and opposite. So what will happen? Answer will be 0. Right? Just need to understand this direction there. Direction is always direction of magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field. Magnetic field is always obtained by what? DL cross R direction. DL vector cross R vector. So for this, from the beginning, DL vector, if you take DL vector is what? This way. And R vector this way. So you do DL cross R, your thumb will be pointing inwards. So it is inwards here. And in this case, DL vector this way, R vector is this way. DL cross R, when you do, it will be coming out. It will be coming out. If it is coming out, what will happen? Both are equal, no? Both are equal in opposite directions, answer will be 0. Take a screenshot here. We'll move to the next question now. It's actually easy. You can see it's actually easy. There's nothing in this question. Just remember, direction of magnetic field is always obtained by DL cross R vector. This is how you get the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, let's solve this question. Two identical long conducting wires AOB and then COD are placed at right angles to each other, with one above the other, such that O is the common point of the two. The wires carry current I1 and I2 respectively. Point P is lying at distance of D from O along direction perpendicular to the plane containing the wires. The magnetic field at P will be. Always remember, direction of magnetic field is obtained by DL cross R. Very, very important. Very, very important. Biot-Savart law, na? Direction of magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field is always parallel to DL vector cross R vector. D. Okay, one answer is coming as D. सबको ट्राई करो, आसान क्वेश्चन है. Okay, let's solve this question. If you're not able to understand, let's see the solution. Two identical long conducting wires AOB and COD are placed at right angles to each other with one another such that O is their common. The, the wires carry current I1 and I2 respectively. The point P is lying at distance from O perpendicular to the plane containing the wires. Okay, so let's see. In this case, it's given that you have to consider the plane containing the wires. So first of all, we'll try to draw a plane here. एक plane बना लो अपने से. You can draw any plane like this. So a table ले लो, एक table ले लो. You can take one table here, and then you can solve this question because so easy. If you visualize like this, you take a small table like this. Okay, these are legs of the table. This leg is not visible. These are legs of the table. Okay, so now what is given in the question here is you have two mutually right angles. Na? So what you can do, you can take two wires like this. You take two wires like this. You take two wires. One wire is like this. This is your one wire. So let's say A, B. This is on the plane. Okay. And the current flows from A to B. This is some current. This current is given as I1. This current is given as I1. Now you have one more current perpendicular. So table is like this. So I will also like this. This is another table. This is 90 degree here. Another current. They are not touching. Like this. Okay. So COD. Let's say COD at right angle. This is a common point O. So now what they're telling you, they have given a point in a space. They have given a point here from here like this. And this is the point P. At distance of D. At distance of D. They're asking you what is the magnetic field to these two. Okay. So the best way to solve this will be, what you can do here is you can take this as what? Let's say this. You can take this as x-axis. Take this as what? This as y-axis, and take this as what? Z-axis. So take x, y, z. Okay. This is your I cap, J cap, and K cap. You can visualize the things very easily if you just draw the diagram like this for the given problem. Obviously, the diagram was not given in the paper. So now let's see the solution. First of all, because of I1, I will try to find out the thing. So dl cross r. So what is dl vector? So due to I1, I will calculate due to I1 first, and then due to I2. So what is I1? I1 will be your dl vector will be along I cap. This will be along I cap dl vector, and your r vector will be along k cap. Right. For L2, your dl vector will be what? Your dl vector will be along j cap, and your r vector will be along either. It's a k cap. Okay. So what is the magnetic field? B1 vector will be parallel to what? Will be parallel to I cross k vector, I vector cross k cap. And here your B2 vector will be parallel to what? J vector cross k vector. So you know this IJK, right? You know IJK very well. I cap, J cap, K cap. This is positive, this is your negative. So you have to do I cross k. So I cross k is what? Minus j. This will give you minus of j. This will give you minus of j cap. And j cross k will give you I cap. Will give you I cap. So one at this point, you can see that how you are getting the magnetic field. One magnetic field is this side along the negative. This is your B1, negative y-axis, and one is along what? This along the x-axis, like this. This is your B2. So what is the angle between them? Angle between them is 90. Angle between them is 90. So complete the parallelogram here. So resultant vector will be here. So what is the answer? The answer will be therefore net magnetic field B will be what? Root of B1 square plus B2 square. Like this. What is B1? You can use the formula. B1 square bole to mu naught square by obviously 2 pi d will remain same. So you can write a 4 pi square d square I1 square plus I2 square. Now for this you can take this, you can remove the root and you can write here mu naught times of mu naught by 2 pi d I1 square plus I2 square. Root means what? To the power half is the answer for the question. Okay, you want to take the screenshot here. So you can see how nicely we can make use of vector. That's why I keep telling you from the beginning. Whenever I start teaching physics, I always tell that vectors is the language of physics. You can see how nicely you can understand this question with the help of this IJK. Though you're not writing IJK in the answer, not required. Okay, you can visualize the effect, what is happening in the space with the help of this IJK very easily. Okay, let's see the next question now. This is how I have taken these two questions here to revise the magnetic field to an infinite straight current carrying wire. You can easily you can easily revise this concept by solving these two questions. Now this and this, they are again these two are very important questions. And this is what I'm trying to revise for all of you. Please hear. First, I'll discuss the concept. What I'm trying to revise to these two concepts. So these two questions. See. Let's say you have two infinite straight current carrying wire. Let's say you have two infinite straight current carrying wire. Here you have I1. And here you have one more, let's say I2. Let's say separation between them is your, from here to here, separation is your D. D. So you have two parallel currents here, I1 and I2, and the separation between them is what? D. So you know that they will attract each other with a force. If you take any current element here now, let's say you take here DL vector, or you take DL vector here. So what will happen? These two current elements will get attracted like this. This is the force DF, also force DF. And the force point length we have found out here. This dF by dl came out to be mu naught times of I1 into I2 by what? 2 pi d. This is what we have seen. Now here only, if they carry the current in the opposite direction, if they carry the current like this, see if they carry the current in opposite direction like this. Let's say you have two currents and they carry the current like this. Let's say I1 is here, this is your I2. This is again infinite straight current carrying wire. This is also infinite straight current carrying wire. In this case, if you take current elements, you take here DL, you take here DL. So this case, what will happen? They both will repel. Instead of attracting, what will happen? They both will start repelling each other. You take DL vector here, like this. This is your DL vector. This is also your DL vector. You will find that they will repel. The force that you will have will be in this direction. DF. Here also you'll have DF. And in this case, you write what? DF by DL. dF by dl you write as what? Mu naught times of I1 into I2 by 2 pi d. So these things we have seen. This is a very important derivation also for school examination. But at the end, the result should be very clear for you. Now let's see how we will solve this question using this concept. Please here. If you want, you can try this question here. We'll give the answer for this question. Try solving this question. Rigid square loop of side A carrying a current I2 is lying on a horizontal surface near a long current I1. C. Okay. It's a very, very common question even for a board, sir. ट्राई करो सबको जल्दी से इसको. चलो मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. लेट्स से डिटेल्ड एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन है. बहुत डिटेल में सॉल्व समझाता हूँ उसको बिकॉज़ दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सी हियर. देखो प्लीज हियर. See, if I talk about first this wire, let's say I call them as wire number 1. This is wire number 1. This is your wire number 2. Do some other color. Let's say I call this as wire number 1. This is wire number 2. This is wire number 3. This is wire number 4. So 4 wires here. Now, see, I'll try to calculate the force on wire number 1. Now what you can do now, you can think that wire number 1 is an infinite wire. See, let's see calculation of force on wire number 1. See what I'm doing here. You have a current. This is an infinite current carrying wire. I1 is an infinite current. This is given to you in the question. Even I2 you can think of an infinite current carrying wire, not an issue. You can always consider that even this wire number 1 is an infinite current carrying wire. Here the current is I2 and this is also infinite. Let's say this is also infinite. This is also infinite. This is also infinite. Okay, but then this length I will consider only as A. So we know that they both will repel each other. Why? Because they are carrying the current in opposite directions. What will happen? This will get repelled. This force is F1. So how will get the value of F1? I'll use the formula mu naught times of I1 into I2 by what? By 2 pi A. So 2 pi A. This is also given as A. This is also given as A. So I write here A, 2 pi A. So I got the value of F1. Now let's see how we'll calculate the second on the second. So here what you have is you have an infinite current carrying wire I2 and now I'm considering this wire, that is wire number 3. Now this also I will consider as an infinite wire. This is not infinite. I just consider that as an infinite wire. This is your wire number 3. This is also infinite. And the current is in this direction. This is your wire number 3. This current is I2. So what will happen in this case? Your I2 will experience a force of attraction, not repulsion. We'll see a force of attraction there. In this direction, you will have the force. This is your I2. This is your force F2. And the value of F2 will be what? Mu naught times of, again, I1 into I2 by 2 pi A. A will this time, this is your 2A. This is your 2A. This distance will be 2A now. A from here and A from here. It will become 2A. That's why you will get 2 pi by 2A. You can see that F2 becomes smaller than F1. Then in the horizontal direction, these two forces will act. Now you can, what will happen next? See, this will create, see, and now I will take these two wires together. You have here I2, and then here you also have I2. I am taking these two wires together. Okay, and you have the magnetic field, the straight current carrying wire here. This is your I1. So now in this case, if I take any segment here, you will get DL in this direction. And here you will get the segment in this direction. They will get DL in this direction. So whatever this is the location D and the magnetic field due to this, let's say whatever magnetic field you have, let's say B, same magnetic field you will have here also. Right? And DL cross R, magnetic field will be into. Magnetic field here also will be into. So when I calculate the force, what is the force? I2 into DL cross B, you will do not DL cross B. See, DL vector is this way, cross B. So DL cross B, if you do not, the force on this will come out to in this direction. And when I do DL cross B, the force on this will be in this direction. So what will happen? These two forces will cancel each other. So therefore, net whatever, if you take one element again here, this and this force will cancel. The net force on these two will cancel. So due to the overall force will become zero due to these two. Net force will become zero. Net force will become zero. Why? Why net force will become zero? The reason is very simple. Because whatever force you will have here on this, due to the magnetic field created by this straight current carrying wire, the same magnetic field at this point you will have, at this point you will have same magnetic field because distance will remain same. But then the current is same in both the current elements. This will experience for this side. This will experience the same for in the opposite direction. So what will happen? These two forces will cancel each other. So like that in a pairs, what will happen? In pairs, all the force, net force on I2 and net force on Y section 2 and section 4 will cancel each other. So only these two forces will survive. Now out of these two, you can see that this will be F1 is greater than F2. F1 is greater than F2. So net force will be what? F1 minus F2. And direction will be what? Direction will be away from the wire. Means what? Repulsive. Not attractive, repulsive. So repulsive, this is like ruled out. This is also ruled out. So you have either this or this. In 1 and 2, you have option between 1 and 2. Okay, you have option between 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So F1 minus F2 will calculate. So F1 kahan hai? F1. So we can take this common. We can write this mu times of I1 into I2. I can take common. Upon what? I will take 2 pi A common. So what is remaining now here? 1 minus of half. 1 minus half is half. So you'll get 4. Option number 3 is the correct answer. A very good question है. And very very common in your board papers. ये बहुत ही common है आपके board papers में. इधर भी आता है. In competition also you will get this question. कितने लोग का इसका सही आया था इसका? C. एक ही का आया था. चलो ठीक है. Hope you all have understood this question here. If anyone is having doubt, ask now here. Because it's a regular class, not like I'm not going very fast here. Tomorrow you will have class in evening and then again in night. But then there I think I will be continuing with capacitors. If I complete capacitors at at 6:30 to 8 o'clock or 8:30, then at 9 o'clock I'll start laws of motion. I'll doing the laws of motion. If I'm not able to complete capacitors, then again at 9 o'clock I'll doing capacitors on with in detail with all of you. And I'll adding some more because there I have two more sheets with all of you. That is one is electric charges and one is your potential. Then that completes the entire electrostatics. And then one more sheet you will have for current. Okay, let's see how it will go. Okay, no.
Sir?
Let's call the next. हाँ बोलो क्या डाउट है सर?
Sir, can you explain that net force 0 कैसे है वहाँ पर?
ऊपर का कोई भी तुम एलिमेंट ले लो, देखो जो कैसे होगा आता मतलब सी। सी यू हैव एन इनफाइनाइट स्ट्रेट करंट कैरिंग वायर, इसमें करंट I1 फ्लो कर रहा है, ठीक है ना। नाउ वी हैव टेकन अ लूप हियर। अच्छा, others can, like whoever have understood this question can start solving the next question. जिनको ये समझ में आ गया है वो दूसरा क्वेश्चन शुरू करो बनाना। You can just have a look on this question. This question. Can you read the question first? Here? Two wires A and B. Two wires A and B. They carry current I1 and I2 in the opposite direction, as shown in the figure. The separation between them is D. A third wire carrying a current I is kept parallel to them at distance x from A. And okay, this is what is given. The possible values. So they are telling you that the net force on this C wire is 0. So what is the possible values of x? So you are given the options. Okay. So you can take a screenshot. You can start solving this question. You can make a note of this. Start aram se invest your time over this. And whoever have not followed the previous question can see on the screen here. चलो देखो जिन्होंने पिछला कोई सॉल्व समझा नहीं. So you have this. This is what you have. This is given as what? From here to here you have A, और यहाँ से यहाँ तक है वो भी A दिया. This is also A. Let's see how the see. Let's say the distance of this point. I'll take a point here. I'll take a line here. Let's say line like this. So you can see that the distance from here to here or from here to here will be same. Let's say D. Let's say D and T. So what is the magnetic field due to this at this point? It will be into the plane. It will also into the plane. And what is the value of B? Whatever B you have, the same B you will have here also. What is the formula of B vector you will write? B vector you will write is mu naught times of I1 upon 2 pi D. It is going into the plane. So at this location and at this location, same magnetic field you will have, and the value will be mu naught times of I1 by 2 pi D. ये समझ में आया क्या आपको सामने?
Yes sir, yes sir.
ठीक है, अब देखो next. What I'll do now here, at this point at B I'll take a small current element dl vector. हाँ ऊपर मिलिए, ऊपर वाले में dl vector वैसे होगा. dl vector is like this, and on the bottom as exactly opposite यहाँ पे मैंने एक और लिया same dl element. यहाँ पे नीचे मिलिए, इधर लिया नीचे में dl vector. ये वाला यहाँ पे लिया है और ये वाला यहाँ पे लिया है, ठीक है. The magnetic field at this point is what? Into, और यहाँ पे भी क्या है? Into. ठीक है. तो फोर्स कैसे निकलता है हम लोग का? व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर फोर्स? dA वेक्टर इज गिवन एज I dl वेक्टर क्रॉस b वेक्टर. ऐसा होता है ना, ठीक है. तो चलो आप लिखो, आप विजुअलाइज करने के यदि विजुअलाइज नहीं हो पा रहा तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, ऐसे कर देता हूँ. मैं आप कैसे बोलता हूँ, इधर एक्स एक्सिस है, इधर वाई एक्सिस मान लो, और जेड एक्सिस ऊपर आ रहा है, ऊपर ऊपर. तो इधर इधर अभी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड किधर है? for this case, for the first case, this is ऊपर वाले को ऊपर, and this is up and this is low. For up and then for low. Where is your DL vector? DL vector is towards the negative x-axis. So DL vector is towards minus of I cap. ऐसा है. And B vector किधर है? डाउन है, माइनस k cap. ऐसे हो जाएगा अप के लिए. डाउन के लिए एक एलिमेंट लिया था, इसके लिए डीएल वेक्टर किधर हो जाएगा? दिस डीएल वेक्टर इज टुवर्ड्स द प्लस आई कैप एंड योर बी वेक्टर इज किधर? माइनस के कैप. तो देखो डीएल क्रॉस आर का देखो क्या मिल रहा है तुम्हें. देखो यू नो दिस आई कैप जे कैप के कैप. इफ आई डू आई क्रॉस के करने पे क्या मिलेगा? माइनस जे मिलेगा. मीन्स व्हाट? प्लस जे कैप. डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स, so force will come out to be, force will be parallel, DA will vector will be along this direction plus j cap. और यहाँ क्या मिलेगा? I cross k. देखो if I do I cross k, DL plus mean हाँ I cross k, I'll get minus j. अच्छा एक सेकेंड यार. if I do I cross k, अच्छा माइनस माइनस है ना, मैं दोनों माइनस, तो सॉरी उल्टा लिख दिया, सॉरी. Both are minus minus, this will become plus, and then again you will get minus, because if you do I cross k, so I cross k will give what? I cross k will give you minus j. This will be minus j. This will be minus j. Minus j मतलब क्या? This force will be this side. ऐसा देखो क्या मिलेगा? I cross k with a minus sign, so it will be plus j. Plus j means what? This time the force will be up. इसके ऊपर लग जाएगा force. What will happen? These forces are equal na, in opposite directions. What will happen? They will cancel. Similarly, if you take here, so all the forces, net force on up and down, both are equal and opposite, they will cancel each other. This is matter.
Yes sir, understood sir.
ऊपर में कितने भी सेगमेंट लोगे, हर एक सेगमेंट के लिए करस्पॉन्डिंग सेगमेंट नीचे वाले में होगा और दोनों पे इक्वल अपोजिट होगा तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. इसलिए ऊपर वाले आर्म में और नीचे वाले आर्म में the net force will become zero, but you will have force here and you will have force here. These two will give you the net force. And you can see this force is more, this force is less. This is like these two are repulsive, so net repulsive force you will get this minus.
Yes sir, understood sir.
If you want, you can take the screenshot of this session. If you want. So this is how you can make use of vectors here. So yeah. Once you become very strong in vectors, this is how you can use, and you can solve like 3D things very easily. So without doing hand movement, like you can use IJK and you can solve the process. Okay, चलो आज के लिए लास्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं हम लोग. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन है, इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. Let's solve this. Good problem. This is a very good problem. So tomorrow I will reviewing again. I'll repeat capacitors, and if possible, if I'm able to make the sheet today in night for electrostatics, the complete electrostatics, potential plus electric field. So I request all of you to revise the entire electrostatics here. By next week, I have to revise the entire book one in detail with all of you like this, so that with a very peaceful mindset, I can start book 2 for all of you. किसी का आंसर आया है क्या? किसी ने आंसर नहीं दिया अभी तक. ट्राई करो यार. डी, निशा का डी आ रहा है. चलो देखते हैं डी है क्या है. चलो सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन, इसको डिटेल में डिस्कस करूंगा. चलो मैं आपको सॉल्व करके दिखाता हूँ इस क्वेश्चन को, ठीक है. I1 I2 D. चलो देखो, so what is given to you in the question? You have two infinite straight current carrying wires, and they are carrying current in the opposite direction. You have I1 and you have I2. Separation between them was given to a standard diagram. It's a very standard diagram. This is given to, the separation is given to be D. ये D दिया हुआ. This goes to, this goes to infinity. Infinity. Like this here. Now you have to place a third wire at distance of x from I1 wire. So you have three possibilities here. One possibility is you can place it here, like this third wire is also infinite. One possibility you can place the wire somewhere here, this side. And one more possibility you can place the wire somewhere here. Three possibilities here. Okay? They're asking you where should place such that the force on this wire should be 0. This is the question. There are three possibilities here. The question is where should place so that the force on this wire should be 0. ये आपको क्वेश्चन बोलता है. Okay, and the current is given to be I. This carries a, but direction of current is not given to you. Direction of current is not given to you. देखो जरा कैसे करेंगे. Please. I can take any direction of current. Let's say down. अब कुछ भी ले लो एक, चलो आप ले लेते हैं, ठीक है ना? It's not given, so I can take any direction. You can select it down also, not an issue. Both will give the same result. So let's see here. So I have taken up. I have taken this current I. This is also current I. This is I. Now, if you see these two currents will attract or repel, these two will attract, right? Because they carry in the same direction. So what will happen? The force on this will be this side, and these two will repel. So what will happen? Again, the force will be here only. So they can see that net force can never be 0. F net can never be 0. This region you can't place. In this region you can't place the wire. You can see the reason. This will attract, this will repel. Therefore, the two forces will not cancel. The net force can never be 0 in this location. Coming to this side. This is your x. So from here, this will become what? This will become x plus d. This will become x plus 2. So net force is 0 here. Let's say it's possible to make select x so that net force will become. These two are parallel, no? So what? They will attract. Let's say F1. And if you take any element here, let's say F1, I'm writing the element, and these two will carry current in the opposite direction. They will what? They will repel. So F2. Yes, there's a possibility. Now you can equate this F1 equals to F2. And same length, na? So what is the formula? Mu naught times of I1 into I2 by what? 2 pi dl. You can add dl, like I'm taking dl here. So this is dl by what? 2 pi d. So what is d right now? D between these two, let's say F1 between is x, and between the other two is what? You can add mu naught times of I1. Acha, I1 into I should write as a second. This I will write as I1 into I will write here. And second is your I2 again into I. Upon you will write what? Upon you into dl you will have it. Upon you will write 2 pi x plus d. So what will happen here? Mu naught cancel. 2 pi cancels. dl cancels. So what you are left with? I and I will also cancel. So you are left with now I1 upon x equals to I2 upon x plus d. You can cross multiply from here. So we'll get I1 into x plus I1 into d equals to, let I2 into x. So we'll get from here let's say you want to calculate x, so I'll move this set. So we'll have here I2 minus I1 into x equals to I1 into D. So I got one value of x as what? I1 into D by I2 minus I1. This is one of the possibilities. Yeah, we have some answers here. By the way, if you see the options here, na, so I1 minus I2 यहाँ भी है. So okay, ठीक है, देखते हैं. एक और आएगा, देखो भी one more. So we'll calculate for the other side now. So if we have x here, if this is x, this x, so what will happen? This will become x minus d now. X minus d. So वही same चीज हो जाएगा. एक इन दोनों को force लगाओ. These two will attract and these two will repel. तो equate करना है तुम्हें. So same चीज. The only thing is this x minus d. It will become x minus d. From I2 it will become x minus d. So what will happen here? Now if you apply this condition, you will get same thing here. Same thing what you have here. You will have I1 by x equals to, you will get here I1 by x, you will have it equals to, you will get I2 by x minus of d. Cross multiply karo. So I1 into x minus of I1 into d equals to, you will get I2 into x. So what will get here? You will get here x I1 minus of I2 you will get equals to what? I1 into d. X is what? I1 into d by I1 minus I2. Let's take a screenshot for this question. Screenshot ले लो आप लोग. ठीक है, easy question, it's not difficult, I guess. It's actually easy question है. ठीक है. ठीक है, देखो आंसर कुछ है ऐसा क्या. आई एम गेटिंग I1 I2. मेरा I1 नहीं आ रहा है. I1 I2 यार तो उल्टा आ रहा है. उल्टा क्यों आ रहा है भाई इसका. ठीक है, तो D होगा फिर तो. Then also option number D only you can write, because I1 is same only in option number D na. This is what the answer you have. Option number D. Correct, same thing. Option number D. Yes, निशा सही था. Option number D. Okay, चलो. See you tomorrow. Okay, the class is over now. See you tomorrow. You can take the screenshot if you want.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.